Good morning. Unfortunately, I can't be with you in person today, but I prepared a few slides documenting my work in electronic art and addressing the problem of archiving electronic and digital art. Now, I will briefly talk about every project documented here, and then hopefully we will come to a conclusion. This is me in the electronic music studio in Ghent, 1971. We see a mix of industrial equipment and some homemade electronic boxes. All of the equipment was lost over time. This is the prototype of the Cracklebox synthesizer built in the early 1970s. Many more pieces were built at the Stime studio in Amsterdam. Again, all of the prototypes were lost over time. Early 1970s, I created sculptures out of old black and white TV sets. This is from an exhibition in Brussels, 1980, a set of 5 PET Commodore computers showing a real-time computer animation with a program written in assembler. So around the same time, I got interested in digital sound synthesis with home computers. And this is a handmade 8-bit digital to analog converter. Here we have a hybrid computer music system consisting of voltage-controlled modules controlled by an Apple II computer. In this project, I'm using a Hewlett-Packard plotter as a scanner and putting a photosensitive transistor in the pan. So in the mid-1980s, I started doing interactive installations using computer vision. So I built a ultra-low resolution camera out of photocells. This is around the same time the infrared violin. It's acoustic violin with electronics inside. 1977, doing batch processing on an IBM 370 computer using punched cards. Of course, the program was had plenty of bugs, so it took like many weeks to produce a single drawing. This is a teletype printout, 1977 at the Slade School of Art in London. So as we can see, even paper deteriorates and needs careful conservation. So in the mid-70s, we were using DEC tape to store programs and data. Working hard at night at the Scientific Computer Center of Ghent University in 1975. And it's important to consider the embodied relationship that exists between the machine and the programmer. It is very difficult. It's very different to program on a laptop than it is on a mainframe computer. Examples of data storage on tape and the data storage on large floppy disks. Like the one you see on the left, the Compute Color, or on the right, Hewlett-Packard. No longer readable. Boxes and drawers with hundreds of Apple and Atari floppy disks. Now addressing the problem of software migration. Example of neural network architecture. The first one was written in HMSL. Then it was migrated to Macintosh Common Lisp. So the system for advanced human and machine interaction was further implemented in SuperCollider. A similar evolution took place with many programs, musical applications of cellular automata, first implemented in HMSL and then later migrated to Macintosh Common Lisp. But of course, all this is no longer supported today. I think it's important to consider our relationship to documentation. And Most documentation today is electronic. In the early days, we were relating to paper. This is a picture taken in my studio on June 25th, 2023. As you can see, the temperature was 41 degrees Celsius. So climate change is definitely happening. So in conclusion, we do know that artists develop effective relationships to hardware, and considering software, we develop programs until they are abandoned. It is impossible to preserve the original experience. So the question is, how do we define the work's integrity? And I think that the only option is really to keep track of the ideas rather than the products or the instantiations of the ideas. So we need to re-implement the ideas in whatever technology becomes available. So we are moving on from emulation to the idea of reincarnation. Thank you.